Good morning, Scorpio. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for, uh, got lost, July 18th, 19th, and 20th, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, we're going to just do a Celtic cross and see what Spirit wants to talk about. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to see if we can't get you some sort of insight into what could be coming towards you this weekend. Okay? Alrighty, one more time. This one's for my Scorpios. Alright, Scorpios, let's see what we got going on. Okay, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Oh yeah, by the way, the funny lines, I don't know why they're there, so for today we're going to have to go with it. Okay, so what is the current situation for you, Scorpio? What do we got? 8 of Wands. Okay. 8 of Wands is the second fastest moving card in the deck, so whatever we're speaking of here, the situation is coming at you quickly, for sure. Oftentimes this has to do with some sort of communication that is unexpected. So something coming in out of the blue, right? And then you having to react quickly. So you don't have time to think about what you're going to say or how you're going to react to it when it comes in because it wasn't expected. That's how I perceive the card anyway. So that's what I have as your current situation. I can say I don't see this as negative. Sometimes when I get this card, I feel like it's a negative thing coming towards people. This is not the feeling I get with this card right now. It feels as though this is unexpected, but almost in a good way. Possibly something that you did expect in the past and it didn't happen, and now it's coming through quickly. That's how it feels. Okay, so what is the obstacle here? The Knight of Wands. The obstacle would be you not thinking about your reaction before you have it, I guess. Like you need to, when this comes towards you, you need to stop and count to 10 before you react, is how I feel. Because this is coming out of left field, I don't know. It feels like you will regret it if you react almost authentically. That's messed up. But it feels like if you were to just have an honest reaction to whatever this is, it could somehow adversely affect the situation. Like you need to let this play out. Like if, let's just say, for example, somebody they text you or call you out of the blue. They call you out of the blue. You need to quietly listen to what they have to say without much input for a minute. And so you hear it all before you react. Does that, something like that. Like if you react right away to whatever they say at first, then you're going to stop the whole thing from coming through or something. That's what I've got. Okay, let's see. What is it you need to focus on here? The 3 of Cups. So a reason to celebrate. This, it feels like a person that is calling, wants a reason to celebrate with you. But if you don't hear them out before you react, I don't think that'll be possible. So that's why they're saying you have to be calm and wait this through. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's keep going. What is it you need to leave behind? The 5 of Cups. So what you need to leave behind is this sense of loss and regret. So possibly, let's just say this is somebody that's calling or texting, whatever, they're trying to get a hold of you, that you didn't expect to come through now. You expected it to come through a long time ago, and they didn't come through a long time ago. They're telling you to chill out and not react right away. This person wants a reason to celebrate with you, but you are still very much so upset about how things transpired in the past. They're saying you have to let that go if you want this to go in a positive way forward. That's what I got. Okay, what is your strength in this situation? Judgment. Well, it feels to me like you're on the right side of judgment is what makes this your strength. You know, if everybody is pushed to show their cards, you are obviously the person that has the ability to call judgment. You are the person who is in the right here. I guess it's going to, what does that say? The saying is you can either be right or you can be happy. So if what you want is this situation to restart or to come back around or to whatever, if you were hoping for this to be something you could start over or work on, I think you're going to have to pick to be happy rather than to be right. I hope that made sense. I think you're in the right, but I don't think if you push that narrative that you're going to have much success here, I think is what they're saying. Okay, so what do we have in the near future? I can talk. We've hit the Fool. So this is about you taking a leap of faith forward. I mean, that's a good thing. A leap of faith is something new, right? It's something that you are jumping into. There you go, or jumping back into. This feels like this is something where you're trying to have a reconciliation, or you're trying to restart something that maybe had a false start before. Something along those lines. Okay, let me see. So what do we got? What is the advice? 9 of Cups. If this is your wish fulfillment, is for this to have another start or to try this again, then I think you're going to get a shot at it. And it looks like it could, at least the ball could start rolling on that this weekend is what I feel like. Possibly. Okay, what is the atmosphere? 7 of Swords. There has been a definite breakdown, though, in trust here, and people on both sides of this situation are trying to act very strategically. So, just so everybody's aware of that, okay? There you go. What is the greatest fear here? The Knight of Swords. The fear is that people are going to gain a sense of clarity that is going to not allow this to go forward. I'm not exactly sure how to interpret that, but so I don't know if the problem is there's that people are searching for a sense of clarity about the past, because if you try to if there's too much focus on the past in what looks to be somebody trying to make a reconciliation or make a new start in something that had a false start before, if there's too much focus put on what happened in the past, this will not succeed. So you cannot be searching for clarity about what happened in the past necessarily, because that's too much focus in that direction, and with that this will fail, is what it feels like, okay? And the outcome here is the 2 of Cups. So this is a divine union for sure. And I do believe that you are going to have an opportunity to try to bring this back together and move forward. But it's going to be very touch and go in the beginning, because, yeah, you cannot bring the past into this if you want this to be successful now. The past will have to just stay the past, and you'll have to leave it alone, is what it looks like to me. Okay, let's see what we got on the days of the week. For Friday, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Death card. You are a sense of home to this person. That is why they're coming back around. And there's definitely got to be transformation in the situation as a whole. Okay? Saturday, I have the King of Pentacles. So you have the Queen and King of Pentacles. That tells you this is seriously a divine union. Just a side note, the King and Queen of Pentacles are the only happily married couple in the entire tarot, really. Maybe the Emperor and Empress, but, you know, not as much as the King and Queen of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles as the other part. So this is all about King of Pentacles is you being in boss energy. 9 of Pentacles, you are definitely having a sense of independence here that is very attractive to this person, okay? And Sunday, I have the Star and the 7 of Cups. You have plenty of options. This is not your only option in the grand scheme of things. I do believe this is the option you've been hoping for, though. And with the Star card, this is meant to bring a sense of healing, a sense of balance, and it's meant to reinstate your belief and hope and faith. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that things can work out. So that is what I have for Scorpio. This is really a pretty good read, Scorpio, but it's just, can you really leave the past in the past? Because that looks to be the main turning point on how well this thing goes off, okay? All right, that is what I have for y'all this week. I'm afraid to pull any more cards because I think this worked out pretty good, so we're going to leave it at that. No. Go out and make it the best possible weekend you can. There you go. I'll be back on Sunday with your weekly readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. Thank you guys for everything, really. My numbers are up, and I appreciate it greatly. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so, so much. Okay? All right, then. Thanks. Take care.